Good morning, good Monday morning, everybody. Let me know if y'all can hear me all right. Hey Jill's Comfort, how you doing, love? Jade's mom, how you doing? Tiny McNeil, how you doing, girl? So let me know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if y'all can hear my space heater in the background, but honey, I woke up this morning and it was a very balmy 40 degrees. Okay, now it's not time for me. It's not near time for me to thank you, Tanya, for me to cut my gas on yet and warm up the house, but I will warm up my area. Okay. Shit. I was like, oh, what is going on? I'm cold, right? So I had to take the dog out this morning. The dog didn't want to go outside or nothing. I was like, oh, Lord, y'all know my dog was real, just real some kind of way, right? So anyway, we got to talk. Youngest, how you doing? Okay, I'm glad. Thank you for letting me know that y'all can hear me. So, honey, we have to talk. So I heard a couple of things that went on this weekend that I wanted to talk about, kind of weigh in on, if you guys don't mind. If you guys would like to weigh in on it as well, I will drop the link. Just let me know, right? Because all of this is unnecessary. I think that the algorithm is really affecting people's mentals. Okay, Dippy and rainy. Wow, I heard that, Jill. Well, it rained really bad yesterday here, and I guess it dropped the temperature or something. You know what I mean? Because the wind was blowing, and ooh, it was a lot going on, right? So anyway, I know I feel your pain, Jill. I feel your pain. Right. So y'all know me. We're gonna get right into it. Right. Oh, first let me say, shout out to the more than 7 million people, the estimated more than the estimated 7 million people that attended the No Kings rallies of this past weekend. The Anglos were out in full effect. They are doing what they are supposed to do. They need to do it more often. Because they are on the road, in my opinion, of fixing their problem. Now, this is still not a melanated person's problem. We didn't break the wheel, and it ain't up to fix, and it's not up to us to fix it, right? But we'll talk about that later. But shout out to them, right? So anyway, like I said, I heard a couple of disturbing things this past weekend. Now, one video that I heard people talking about, I had to go check it out myself, was ZX video, right? So I have to give it to ZX. What do y'all call him? Grandpa Glitter Boots or whatever. He did a wonderful live this weekend to the point to where I had to go over there and watch it. Now, child, I can't believe. Anyway, I went over there to watch it so I could find out what was going on exactly, so that I could talk about it. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, right? So, and I'm sure all of you have heard about it. This is just my commentary. Like it, don't like it, it's my commentary, right? So anyway, evidently, people from I guess it's the street sector, have been battling it out. And ZX, I don't know how ZX found about it. I don't know if he's in the street sector. I don't know these people, right? The only people I know in this conversation and this whole storyline is hey Mika Red is Kiki, right? It's Ken Ola News, right? He's the only name I recognize because Kiki is from the beef sector, right? I know him from the beef sector, right? So evidently a lady, what is her name? Sheena or Shakina or something like that. Evidently, she flew from Colorado to Louisiana, where Kiki lives, to serve him with papers, allegedly, or whatever, because they have been battling back and forth online, right? And so this is very disturbing to me, and hence the title, Just Weird and Unnecessary Actions, right? So y'all know how I feel about words, right? Words, they go over my head. I got a thick skin. I really don't care. And sometimes if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing, right? But to actually travel across country to another state to cause drama, that can get you up out of here. That can get you out of this dimension, right? And I don't understand the actions behind something like that, right? I don't care what somebody say online. You can't move me, right? Because words are words, but what can move me is you coming to my place of residence and you contacting my family. Okay, see, Kiki is better than me. I'm just gonna say that. And then, so anyway, I'm listening to the video, and the lady is saying that she shows up at Ken's mama's house. Now, number one, Kiki is a grown ass man, okay, with a whole wife and a child, right? People need to leave folks alone. Everybody ain't playing, Jill. I can't stress that enough, okay? And I absolutely agree with that. Cause see, the thing that'll trigger me is to make me lose our sense of thought is that you actually bring your butt in front of somebody in my family, right? I am very protective. I have a very strong loyalty to my family, as do all of us. I have a very strong uh uh sense of hey Cosmic Girl, sense of I'm gonna hurt you if you approach my family, right? I was raised that way, right? So anyway, uh so evidently the woman shows up in New Orleans, Louisiana, right? When you play with people's children, ish can get. I mean, that's true. That's true too. That's true too. But see, sometimes, like I said, if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. And some people don't have no chill. Some people just clearly really don't have no chill, like on both ends, right? So when I say this weird and unnecessary actions, I mean this towards both sides, right? Don't get me wrong, because but to actually get your butt on a plane, right, and travel cross country to somebody's state to quote unquote serve them papers or whatever, when you can hire somebody to do that, and you can do that from the convenience of your own home where it's safe, is hey Brianna, if this is really you, how you doing, girl? Is absolutely incredible to me, right? So anyway, I'm over there listening, and the lady say she meets up with Ken's mother, right? Now, number one, I was going to say something. Number one, like you said, like I said, words are just words, right? But if my mama was alive and I was doing this YouTube thing, you say that every time. Oh, okay, well, hey, Brianna, thanks for joining, love. I really appreciate you. I heard some of your video yesterday, and I was amazed that Ness brought her dusty ass up on your panel, but we're gonna talk about that too, right? Ashanti said, "Hey, Olivia, they always say on YouTube nobody dictates the clap back. It's been out of control. Did VS start this? Go to court mess anyway." Well, I mean, I don't know because this lady is not even from the beef sector. They say she's from the what is it, the travel sector or something like that. But anyway, let me. I'm giving my hey Michi. Y'all hit the y'all please hit the like button, share the video if you could. Right. So anyway, the lady at one point in time says that she meets Ken Nola's mama on the sidewalk, and his mama is a very nice lady. You know, she's a very spiritual woman. Number one, why are you bringing this grown man's online drama to his mama? What are you hoping to achieve, right? Yeah, she said she's from the travel sector. Hey, said, right, what are you hoping to achieve? Because let me tell you something, girl. I don't care what Kiki would have said about my grandkids or nothing, right? As long as he wouldn't have showed up to them. But if it was me, and I'm only human, right? And I rolled past my mama house, and you online talking to my mama on the sidewalk, I would have snatched you out of your body. Okay? Oh, she drove from Ohio. Oh, I thought she caught a plane, Brianna. Thank you, girl. Thank you. And from what I understand, from what she said, this is not her first time doing this. And then she gonna say she prayed and asked the Lord what to do. Number one, I am sick of you weird ass helpers interjecting the name of the Lord into your efforts because the Lord ain't got nothing to do with your weird ass actions. Okay? That is weird. Okay? Anything could have happened to you. Because see, Kiki, once again, is better than me because, bitch, I would have snatched you out of your body. Literally. Snatched you out of your body. If I would have rolled up, number one, if I would have seen you online talking to my mama about some nonsense that ain't got nothing to do with her, okay? And I am an adult, and you bringing my mama into some mess that she really don't need to know nothing about. The fact that and in my mind, I would have been thinking, oh, she's trying to harm my relative, okay? Your God didn't tell her to do that, youngest, okay? In my mind, I'm immediately thinking, oh my God, she's trying to harm my relative, moreover, my mother. So in my mind, hey, just trolling, that means I now have to defend my mama. That's what that means. Okay? I'm not trying to hear nothing that you're trying to say. I'm trying to defend my mama. So you can't play with everybody, right? Now everybody got a trigger. I got a trigger. My trigger is you can say whatever the hell you want to say about me or my family. I don't give a damn. Okay? I don't give a damn. As long as you don't bring your black ass to where I live around my actual family, you can say whatever you want to say. But that's my trigger. Now that's how I felt about that. That's how I feel about that. Morning she drove instead of flew, which would have made me believe. See, she had time to think about it. See, I thought she flew. So you drove. Okay, thank y'all for telling me that. I didn't even hear that part. I assumed that she flew. So your black ass got in the car and you a grown ass woman. Hey, soul sister. And you drove several hours to another state to confront somebody just because they was talking about your kids and putting your kids' picture up and all of this and all. And 9 times out of 10, your black ass is the one that started in the first place. Okay? So whether you started or not, it's still online. It should have stayed online. Not to mention that you're putting yourself literally in harm's way. Literally in harm's way. All right? And then I heard you was defending a man that did something to Sonny over there. And she ain't got nothing but one working arm, right? Did something to the girl that resulted in her having to go to the hospital, saying she wasn't even able to take her catheter out because this Marcus guy, which is now I heard of him. Is that weird guy that go around trolling prostitutes and stuff from the street sector? Is that weird guy? So evidently he had something going on with this Sunny chick, and it resulted in her in a hospital visit. That's as far as I want to take it. Just weird, right? Hey, Dreamer Brain. Just the whole thing. Yeah, the algorithm, the message, y'all. Okay, y'all need to pull back from the algorithm and take a breather, right? Now there has yet to be a fatal incident in the beef sector as of yet, right? But I see people going further and further that ain't got no chilling. Anytime you take your grown ass, put your ass in the car to travel to another state to where you don't know nobody except for the people that you going for, talking about you finna serve somebody. You ain't worried about serving nobody. You worried about drama. And the fact that you got a history of it, okay? You doing content. And then you coming back online if you was that scared, okay? Why was you online covering the whole thing and then the lady asked you to take it down and you took it down? But your mom is so this and your mom is so that. Why would you even approach his mama? Because you couldn't find him? No, you approached his mom because I guess you tattletaling or whatever. That's a grown man. He gonna do what he want to do, okay? That don't make no sense. And I don't understand why black folks don't let the algorithm take control of their brain. Okay? You got to be out your mind. Now we done seen this before. Like I said, we seen somebody roll up on somebody before over here. And it's always these weirdos that come from other sectors that's willing to do this nonsense, right? The stuff is just weird. Now we've had it happen over here too, but not to the extent of what I listened to, right? So anyway, ZX doing a video, he was asking questions, right? And he was trying to be very diplomatic about it. Y'all please hit the like button, share the video if you care. He was trying to be very diplomatic about the situation, right? Number one, it's hard to fight by yourself, okay? And this goes for anybody, right? It is hard to fight by yourself. So you over there acting like you innocent, and Kiki is the one that did all this wrong, and everybody know over here how Kiki is. Yes, he's going to go low. He is going to threaten kids and grandkids and put up pictures and all of this and all of that there. And I guess your ass wasn't ready, right? Any woman who misses Ken something is out with them. I mean, this what he doing now is the thing he always do, right? That this ain't nothing new. Like I'm not even surprised. I don't even think he really went as low as he can go with your ass. But clearly he went low enough for you to get in your car and travel for hours, only to have a conversation with his mom. Did you even serve the papers? Cause did she serve the papers, y'all? Which really mean you weren't really worried about serving no papers. You was worried about drama. You really was worried about the content. Can we keep it a buck, please? You call yourself getting in your car, putting yourselves in harm's way, want to one up somebody. That's what you did. Okay? Why is thus commentary so funny to me? LOL. I can't. You a mess, Dreamer Brain. Now, in my opinion, this man was justified when he seen you on the sidewalk with his mama to snatch you up out your body. He was justified, right? Number two, ain't nobody. I'm glad he didn't do that. Because ain't nobody, this is not the time in this country to be having to get in trouble or be incarcerated over some freaking nonsense cause the algorithm is driving people crazy. Okay? This is not the time for that. All right? I don't wish harm on anybody, but when you take it offline and start doing unnecessary stuff like this, you can't dictate what is going to happen, right? And it's just weird, unnecessary actions, in my opinion, right? Because anything could have happened to you, lady. Okay? You went to the man's state. Anything could have happened to you. It's too much. You people are weird. Okay? To send a nude to Ken is so dumb. Why would and that's what I heard. Did she really send a nude? Why would you send a nude to Kiki and he a married man? Kiki of all people don't do nothing but make content. Kiki is really, really messy. I'm not justifying anything that he has done, past, present, or future. But everybody know how Kiki is. He is not serious about none of you hoes, okay? He ain't even serious about Sonny, right? Kiki will get on the side of a person that he think is being done wrong, or he will get on your side to really get at somebody else. And then to think that this whole thing could have allegedly been orchestrated by who is it, Octavius and the female Kiki. She been going back and forth with this man because she been in love with him forever. Okay? And now she want to put this Sheena chick in on it about the Sunny stuff. That is so weird. Okay? He sent her nude to her daughter. Why do you have it in the first place? Now hit the like button. Why would you send that to him and he is a married man? And then you got mad about it? Because he sent that nude to your daughter and showed your daughter what you was doing online. So you figure you get him back by driving to Ohio and speaking to his mom. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly his mama was supposed to say to him to get up off your tail online. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know, it don't make no sense to me. But this is a place where mental illness flies supreme. And it sounds like a whole play that could have been very wrong. Because we seen what happened in Vegas with those content creators, right? Did you want to reenact that type of situation? Like, I'm just really wanting to know, like, what you were supposed to achieve. And I would have liked for ZX to ask you, what was it that you were hoping to accomplish in the first place? You are a grown woman. You sound like you are a woman of a certain age, like myself. Why would you get your black ass in a car and travel from Ohio, wherever the fuck else you came from, and go to this man's state? For what? It's hard to believe his mom don't know about his mom. Don't know. Kiki is a grown man. It don't matter if that lady know what he do online or not. He is a grown man. What do his mama have to do with anything that he do or say on or offline at the end of the day? I'm just trying to make it make sense. I'm trying to figure out why you would go bothering this lady with this nonsense. What is she supposed to do? And then you ever talking to someone, Kiki, don't disrespect your mama, and your mama is God-fearing. Girl, shut the fuck up. Because like I said, if it was me, I would have snatched you out your damn body, bitch. Approaching somebody in my motherfucking family, the nerve. Okay? That's just how I feel about it. And that goes for anybody. I don't give a damn. That's what we're not going to do. Okay? Yes, Kiki is rude. Yes, he is obnoxious. Yes, he is disgusting. But that's how he fight. Am I excusing it? Nope. I can't. I think Ken said his mom took the lady to the park to talk. Wow, she better than me. He got a good mama. Cause bitch, I would have snatched your ass out of your body if I was his mama for coming to me with some bullshit like that. Okay, for real. Cause what the hell I got to do with it? In the first place, I'd have cussed your ass out on that sidewalk. It would have been a totally different conversation. Bitch, who the fuck are you? And why are you bothering me with this mess? Kiki is a grown man. You take it up. You go to Kiki house. Get the fuck off my property. Bitch, that's what I would have told you. Okay? For real. And I might have let my dog out the house on your ass. Bitch. Okay? Mm-hmm. You do not put yourself in harm's way. The Lord did not tell you to drive through past a couple of states to go to this man's city and harass him. Okay? The Lord did not tell you to do that, bitch. He did not. I'm sick of people acting like, well, the Lord, like I heard a preacher say, y'all know them preachers that say, well, God told me to tell you. God ain't told you to tell the people not a damn thing. You act like he's sitting across the table from you having a cup of coffee with you. God told me to tell. God ain't told you to tell him a damn motherfucking thing. Okay, not nothing. Well, I thought about it after I did it, honey. You should have thought about it before. Because, like I said, sometime if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. And for you, and it seemed to me like you interjected in the situation when you was trying to take up for that weird, perverted man that go after street hookers and shit. That's what it sounded like. She drove 17 hours. She was there for 3 weeks trying to serve. Shit, what? She claimed she had a stay for a court date. But I don't get her going to his mom, like something, his kids, the entire situation. So so you was there for 3 weeks stalking this man? Really? And you drove 17 hours? You spent all that money because of something that was going on YouTube? Girl, you are bored. You need to find something to do with your time, honey. Go clean your motherfucking house. Why you want at home? Do you have a husband? I hope not. The women that went there went because Ken actualized her grandson. She isn't who sent Ken the news. Kiki is who sent him news. Well, whoever sent him news, like I said, Kiki is wrong for doing that stuff, but he been doing it because that's the way he fight. Okay, but my issue is it is very weird for you to travel across country to go to somebody else's state so you can harass. If your ass was there for 3 weeks trying to serve him, you was there for 3 weeks for ulterior motives, and you wasn't there only just to serve him, honey. Okay? Now let's keep it a buck, bitch. She said she did that because Kiki was talking about her grandkids. Number one, why do you have your grandkids online? Number one. And number two, words is just words. Did he come to your state and try to approach your grandkids? Because if he did, that's a crime. Okay? Can't say they had squashed the beef since being on ZX. But he said he about to go demon time on the girl Kiki. Well, like I said, Kiki been trying to get attention out of Ken for years. You know what I mean? And it ain't gonna stop. So Sheena, you let Kiki pull your ass into some shit with Ken, and now you got to deal with the wrath, right? So, but I heard it over there where y'all supposed to have squashed the beef and and all of this and all of that. So hopefully you'll move it right along. And her grandson, well, he got the pictures from somewhere. Where did he get it from? Facebook, the Devil Book, or where did he get it from? Kiki will be cussing that lady out by Thursday. Well, I mean, okay, so they say they made up on ZX, right? Do I think it's over? Do I think it's over? Nope. Sure don't. Nope. Nope. Because if you travel to another state and you stay for 3 weeks in the name of trying to serve somebody, clearly there's something wrong with you. Okay? Clearly there's something wrong with you. Honestly. That's how I feel about it. It's weird. It's weird on both sides. Kiki, if you fighting with that lady, you just need to fight with that lady and leave the kids out of it. But we know you've been doing this for years. Maybe the lady didn't know, but Kiki knew. She knew how you moved Ken. I don't want to call both of them Kiki because people might get lost in the sauce, right? But when I came over here, I knew Ken is Kiki, right? So, and it seemed to me like you wanted a reason to travel somewhere. Okay. I feel bad for Ken's mother. I do too. All these weirdos on YouTube are now harassing her because of some online beef with her son. That's ridiculous. That don't make no sense. Kiki's ex-boyfriend gave his mom's info to the lady. I'm just trying to figure out what his mama got to do with it. That's my issue. If they're arguing back and forth, it is what it is at the end of the day. But what has mama got to do with it? I'm just saying. What does his mama have to do with it? And then you bring your black ass online and you think you can say whatever you want to say to somebody, and somebody ain't got the right to say whatever the fuck they want to say to you. Make it make sense. And then you don't let these words disturb you in your see, this ain't nothing but demon time is right. Because see, the devil is trying to trick you dumb motherfuckers right out your soul. They trying to trick y'all right out your soul. This algorithm is. Hey, AK. She said she needed to ask his mom, is she safe from Ken threat? Did he come to her? She's safe if he didn't get in his car and go to where? Ohio, Chicago, Colorado, wherever. Because words is words. You couldn't have asked her that on the phone. You doxed her goddamn address. Why you didn't dox her motherfucking phone number, bitch? That's all I'm trying to say. And then you talking about you got a team behind you. Y'all are some ignorant ass bitches. All this stuff going on in this world, and y'all worried about algorithm fights. That don't make no goddamn sense to me. That's ridiculous. That's weird and unnecessary actions. You gonna put your life on the line about some shit that you are actively participating in. Y'all need to get a grip. A grip of fucking reality. Cause this shit ain't cute. Dumbass bitches and niggas, both of y'all. Now I don't want to see nobody lose their life over no YouTube drama. That's why I got this tone right now, because I cannot believe the adults are acting in this manner. Like, what the freak is going on? Both is wrong. We can't say that's just kin. Everyone isn't going to accept it, and everyone doesn't get their back the same way. Get their back the same way. Yeah, I'm saying both of them was wrong. But Kiki ain't the one that traveled to Ohio, Colorado, wherever the fuck the bitch was. The U.S. is literally burning, right? And these people are putting all their energy into some youth. Exactly. That's what I mean. That's why I started out saying big ups to the No King rallies over the weekend, and big up to the black people that did not that were not after marching, because this is not our fight. But big up to them, you know. Now we did buy several cases of water, because our church, whereas they didn't march, they still want to do their part, and they gave away bag lunches and water to some people. And I am amazed at how many Anglos down south came out to march. Well understood. If you can't take the heat, leave the people alone, right? None of them have learned any. Exactly. They say they got a ceasefire on ZX page. Yeah, right. They'll be right back at it. Leave that shit online. It ain't got to be all that. Because, like I said, had it been me, my head would have turned around like the Exorcist. That's all I'm going to say. 7 million strong doing it. No, that's right. They say the estimated 7 million people, mostly Anglos, came out to try to right their wrongs. Okay? Which they should. I hear that some Anglos are upset because black people are not falling behind them en masse. Yes, we are part of this country, but this is not our problem. And we are tired of being on the front lines of fighting for civil and human rights, and we don't have nothing to show for it afterwards. They give us their behinds to kiss after we have successfully fought for these situations. Okay? That lady has issues. She was in my sector before she went to the street sector. She was so stuck on the dude from Atlanta News that she drove to something with him. Are you talking about the Marcus guy? Because he sound like he a pervert. I done heard about him before. I sure have. So you went to wherever Sonny was and had relations with her, allegedly, and then this lady backing you up? My God, that is sickness. You got too much time on your hands, homegirl. You need to find something to do with yourself. Okay, boo? That's what you need to do. And Kiki, Ken Nola News, you need to leave these weirdos alone. Leave them alone. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, questions. Stone cold crazy. The algorithm love them. Y'all have literally taught AI how to treat y'all. This madness, these kind of things that happen, uh, have educated the algorithm on all things derogatory as it pertains to melanated people. I will say that. That's just like that guy. They finally found that little girl's body. Was her name Kayla Scott? They finally found her body after that black man, which I heard had something to do with ministry, or he was listening to that type of content, kidnapped and unalived her, and I'm sure did other things. He was stalking her, and now she gone. Marcus just premiered a new prostitute that he's lusting. See, you know what I mean? Like, he's a weirdo. He is I've heard about him. That is weird. Okay? And for people to follow behind him, that is weird also. I'm like, oh my God. This guy is potentially very dangerous. Because what is he doing to these prostitutes offline? Okay? He told her she's his next star. He's going to show her what to do. Wow. SW, he has always stayed in drama, but play victim. LMAO. And oh my God, I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard about that guy. That is weird. And for anybody to follow behind him, they weird too. I've heard about that guy. Yeah. Bad things is gonna, I'm surprised something bad hasn't already popped up concerning that weirdo. Well, that's how Sonny got caught. Yeah, I heard what uh allegedly happened between her and the guy that resulted in her having to go to the hospital. I'm like, oh my God, really? The shit is weird. Boy, I tell you, people be talking about the beef sector. Honey, the beef sector ain't got nothing on some of these weirdos, okay? The beef sector ain't got nothing on some of these weirdos, all right? But I was really shocked in them. I'm not. I was very. I was very. It was very interesting, to say the least. And I just want to come on and talk about it. Let's talk about something else. Cause that's just disgusting. Put a bad taste in my mouth all around. But that lady is very lucky that she fooled with the right one. Okay, I'm just saying. You can't go around fooling with everybody. Everybody don't play like that. All right, child. Anyway, move right along. I wish a motherfucker would, but anyway. Um, Ken has no chill. Well, evidently the what is her name? Sheena Speaks don't have no chill either. Seems to me like neither one of them don't have no chill. Kiki Prime don't have no chill. Octavius don't have no chill. None of them don't have no chill because they don't let the algorithm takes what's left of their mentals. Okay, and that's how people get harmed over words. We are adults. You should not conduct yourself that way. See, people be worried about the wrong damn thing, okay? It's too much going on in this country. They'll be pulling, if you was going to pull up to some bitch, pull up to the White House and protest for people losing their Medicare and their Medicaid. People are on cancer and threat of losing their insurance or their premiums skyrocketing to the point to where they can't afford to get cancer treatments and stuff, other treatments of that nature. Pull up to that shit, bitch. Since you got too much time on your hands. Absolutely, a lot of it is mental illness. It's all mental illness. Anytime, you get a trick, an ex prostitute on here talking about it is too much common sense. Why you think they don't like me? I don't give a fuck. Someone was online threatening to pull up and beat up the lady. Oh wow. Well, common sense ain't very common these days, okay? That's why they don't like my channel. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna come on here and do my commentary, okay? Too many people cry victim and start a crap. If you're gonna go work from one state to another, okay? It is you that is in the fucking wrong, okay? If you're gonna get in your car and go to somebody else's city, what was it? Was it a 17-hour drive away? You are the one that's in the wrong. And I don't care what nobody say, okay? Because anything could have happened to your ass. And then you was there for 3 weeks? Really? Now, see what Kiki should have done was got a voodoo doll in your likeness and start poking needles in it. That's what he should have did. Okay? Because he could have poked your ass from a distance. That's what he should have done. Okay? But anything you put out, you get back, so I don't blame you for not doing that either. All right. But girl, that is weird. That lady is definitely mentally disturbed, and something. And for her to have another case and Nola is the child is ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's weird. The whole thing is weird. Well, we gonna make up. And then after I thought about it, uh, 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 I knew it was wrong. After you thought about it for what, 3 weeks? Did you making content? You trying to get the last word. That's why you run up to that man's house, his mama's house. I heard she was from the street sector or whatever the fuck. I don't know. You know, I don't know. Kiki be going all over the place fucking with these people, okay? I thought about it, and it was wrong. Girl, you could have been thinking about it in a body bag, bitch. Okay? Or in a hospital attraction. That's where you could have been thinking about it from. That don't make no sense. But y'all be fucking with the right people, I tell you that. Y'all really, really, like, for real, you'll be fucking with the right people. I don't have nothing else to say about it. That's why I do my commentary. I do my commentary. I say what I got to say. Like it, don't like it. I don't give a damn. Okay, who stalks a YouTuber and drives 17 hours to watch them? But that is weird. Like, you're a stalker. Like, really? So you was online going back and forth with Kiki for 3 weeks and you was in his city? Did you know? She's from the R. Kelly sector, and is in the street sector now. Shout out R. Kelly sector. Mm-mm-mm. I can't say because I don't know how far I will go to get revenge. Yeah, I'm a little off. The only thing I would have to be vengeful for is for somebody to actually approach somebody in my family, like physically. Other than that, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I really don't give a damn, honestly. I don't care because I don't care. I literally don't give a damn. Words is words. Okay? The algorithm ain't finna drive me crazy. I don't give a damn. And I mean this shit. But anyway, moving right along. So something else I heard this weekend was I heard that a Haitian voodoo doll, a Haitian what do you call it? A Haitian uh a Haitian functional addict was life is too short to make stupid mistakes. That's right. It's too short to make stupid mistakes like that. Cause honey, we are only here for a moment. Okay? And if you have been blessed with children and grandchildren, why the fuck is you flying across country because of some words somebody said or some pictures somebody? Why in the world would you let it go that far anyway? But then to actually leave your family for 3 weeks for some nonsense? Are you kidding me? Clearly she's not married. Clearly. Clearly. Because my goodness, I can't imagine. Child, too much time on your hands. I'm just saying. Too much time, too much time, too much time. It's ready to find you something to do. The hell? You like to drive across country? Why don't you start you a new career and being a truck driver or something? I don't know, bitch. It's right, it's ignorant and immature. Okay, so anyway, stuff is stupid. Moving right along. So the other thing I heard was a Haitian voodoo doll, a functional addict, had the nerve. Yeah, non-stop in the diaper. Now we heard that before. Now didn't we? So much grace. We've heard that before. Sure did, right? The other thing I heard was about a Haitian voodoo doll calling black Americans lazy, right? So you on here talking about you watching you watching what did she say she was watching? You on here talking about, let me put this up, hold on y'all. You on here talking about you watching slave movies and stuff, roots and things of that nature, right? Roots and things of that nature. Then you gonna turn around, because you're an immigrant, you gonna turn around and holler, call people lazy black Americans or whatever it was Reed said on Saturday, right? Now on Saturday I asked Reed who said it, right? And so Reed wouldn't say who said it on Saturday, but Sunday after we heard this Haitian voodoo doll on Brianna's page, um she decided to say who said it after she disrespected her and called Reed a bird or something like that, right? Hey, Dirty D's. Hey, too many plays and lies. Then you gonna say it. See, that's wishy-washy shit. Now, I don't know why you felt like you should bring it up and you said she deleted it. When somebody's asking you who said it, you should have said it the first time or you shouldn't have brought it up in the first place, okay? Now, you say you're doing unbiased commentary, but you're really not. But you're really not. Because if you're not going to say who said it, then don't fucking bring it up. Okay? And then now the person done offended you and called you a bird. And can somebody please tell me what that means? That's offensive about it? Okay? This weakness in Seattle that's going to end up on Skid Row right here. Okay? This always that they done hyped up to have something to say about everything. And she's so insecure, she got to hit Brianna's panel because Shaquem was up her yesterday. Okay? Knowing she can't stand Brianna or nobody else, because really the bitch can't stand herself. But anyway, you want to have the nerve to call black Americans lazy? Really, bitch? And then Reed said that you said something about your family was like upper middle class or something. Bitch, that's your family. That ain't you, bitch. That ain't you. You are what people call wasted talent. Simply because you didn't pay attention to what your mama said, right? You have to go off the grid. Don't know if you're slow. Don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. I always got something to say about somebody. I always lie roasting with your weird motherfucking ass, bitch. Okay? With your weird ass. Soon as you fall all the way off the wagon, and that lyric will take control of your mind, bitch, because you mixing it with shrooms and everything. See, I guess you having what do they call it? Delusions of grandeur. You in a whole fantasy world from the shrooms. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But the nerve of you out of one side of your mouth to say you've been watching slave movies and all of this and all of that, and then you're gonna try to call Americans lazy, bitch. The nerve of you. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing that get me about some. So, and then, are you a birther, bitch? Was your mama pregnant when she came over here with you on a boat? Is that why you got so many birth defects, bitch? Like your motherfucking limp and your skinny leg hole? Is that why you got so many birth defects? I'm just trying to make it make sense. So I'm trying to figure it out. Now you done been on every every drug program in history as it pertains to the homeless circuit that you've been running around with forever. You're gonna end up in Seattle where there's a tremendous drug problem, and you want to talk ish because you got a job right now until you fall off the wagon or until that lyrica takes whatever left of your brain cells that you got because you mixing it with mushrooms and everything else, right? I'm just saying. Voodoo doll needs to realize that black folks are treated the same, regardless of what exactly. And she know that. She want to be everybody but her motherfucking self. Bitch, you can't run away from you. Okay? You can't never run away from you. It don't work that way. All right? It don't matter how many drugs you take. It don't matter how many of these motherfuckers want to build your train wreck of a life up, bitch. You still can't never run the fuck away from you. Okay, bitch? All right? But for you to sit around and call black people lazy, and you've been living off the homeless circuit probably forever, bitch. Just like you was walking the track wherever you came from before you jumped on the quickest bus to Seattle to be in the what they call it, the discipleship. Okay, probably because somebody was beating your ass and you need to get away from a trip, but you want to go to Seattle where there's a tremendous drug problem. And I imagine that's why there was a discipleship in Seattle anyway. Okay, but you end up there nevertheless, right? Out of the pot into the motherfucking frying pan and shit, right? Off of somebody else's dime, and you got the nerve to want to say something derogatory about somebody else. Okay? So you're gonna end up like this lady right here on this picture on 3rd and Pike in Seattle, bent over from the zombie drug. That's your future, bitch. This your future right here. Why you got something to say about somebody being lazy? All right? I'm just saying. And while y'all hyping up this raggedy bitch, see, people don't be worried about the right thing, like I said. People don't be worried about the right thing. And as far as you read, you shouldn't have ever brought it out in the first place, and then go have the nerve to say who said it after she done offended you. What? I mean, like, why even bring it up? And then when it comes to your commentary, the reason why you're not neutral, and I realize that you're trying to be, because you still feel a way about whoever it is that you was into it with before. You know what I mean? Just like you on the side of the audio pop guy. You don't understand why people are so hard on him when they ain't hard on Ken, because Ken say the same thing or worse. It's because he is not likable. That's the reason why. But you gonna have some feeling towards it and be on his side a little bit, simply because you done been into it with Ken. Right? I'm just saying. I love your recaps. They quick, they to the point, they make sense, some of them. But if you really need to work on the commentary, the I'm neutral commentary part. Okay? Black person called black people lazy, black people. That's right, build America. Right. Made things for the world to use. Come on, exactly. That's my issue. Right? And so you and your family come over here on a boat. Okay? And a lot of immigrants, especially melanated immigrants, they like to associate themselves with Anglos, right? Because they want to separate themselves from Black Americans. It's not just her, okay? If you really listen to somebody like YTC, she does that too. But when you hit these American shores, you a nigga just like the rest of us, okay? It don't matter where you came from. It don't matter how you try to disassociate yourself from Black people. When it comes to the Anglos, okay, you a nigga. They thinking you a nigga, just like that's what they think about the rest of us, right? Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? I am now dropping pearls to swine. Swine, swine, swine. Okay? But anyway, it is what it is. But I appreciate that comment, right? I don't appreciate that comment because of the nerve of you, bitch. Okay? I'm just saying. The nerve of you. Now, if you're going to be impartial, right? An example of being impartial is a commentary that I gave a few minutes ago. Miss Pooh had her subscribers by her. Exactly. Exactly. But you want to call people lazy Black Americans, the nerve of you, bitch. And you begging these lazy Black Americans to come to Seattle. Well, are you going to take them on a tour of the Seattle slums? the Seattle hoods? Like, what are we doing here? Huh? You gonna bar crowd ass down the Third and Pike? Huh? And I heard, now, is it true, y'all, that Brian said he was already in Seattle? I'm like, what? Is that true? Because I heard that. I heard that this morning on what's the college channel. Did he really say that, Brian? Are you in Seattle already? Or were you just saying that? I would really like to know. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you care. Okay? This shit is weird. The whole thing is weird. Now, there's been more drama surrounding before. The commentary is out. Now, when there was the last case to Vegas, the commentary was really good during up to the trip. But when the trip actually came to fruition, when they actually got in Vegas, it was boring as hell, okay? Because it was overhyped, right? So I think, unfortunately, that it's going to be overhyped again. I think it's going to end up being boring as hell, okay? Because you got some weird, insecure ass voodoo doll that they coming to see. Now, why they coming to see this functioning addict is beyond me, but okay. It is what it is, child, okay? And then the functioning addict always got something to say about somebody. Just like the functioning addict had another lie roast about me and said, I ain't got no leg, okay? When, bitch, you sitting up over here with a deformed motherfucking leg, okay, bitch? With one leg bigger than the other one. Bitch, when you get older in about 5 or 10 years, they going to be sawing that bitch out. But you want to lie roast or something. You lie roast for people about your own damn insecurities, bitch. That's what's wrong with you. Okay? But see, some people like me, only thing they got to do is sit back and watch because they know your dumb ass going to fuck up. Okay? Who wrote that? Oh, no. Nobody. I hit the wrong thing, child. That's all they got to do. Is just sit back and watch you implode. Because that's what you going to do. Okay? Soon as it's the right day, soon as this yeah, and it's all a birth defect, okay? That's all it's a walking, talking motherfucking birth defect. That's all it is. I always got something to say. I always go too far. I always ain't got no chill with your insecure ass. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for that mess. You don't know how to have actual friends or relationships because of the life that you led. All you know how to do is get over on people. All you know how to do is what do you call it? Finesse people. That's all you know how to do. Okay? That's why you weakless in Seattle all by your goddamn self. Okay? Or the neighboring town or wherever the fuck they say you live, bitch. You're gonna end up on Third and Pike. All right. Mm-hmm. And YouTube's algorithm is messy as hell. Just let me say, I didn't know that there were several videos out there about the drug epidemic in Seattle, Washington. I never thought about that. Homer, Washington, Seattle, Washington. I thought, was it Aurora or somewhere else they was talking about? Anyway, it's a whole lot of videos. Okay. Y'all, can y'all give me at least 50 likes if y'all don't mind? I really would appreciate it. I really would. But there are a whole lot of videos, and YouTube is very messy. The algorithm is very, very, very messy when it comes to things of that nature. Okay, that's how you know if you allow it. The algorithm will drive you, will lead you to do dumb shit. Okay, because of ego and ignorant ass actions to get in your car and drive 17 hours to somebody's state, to somebody's city, and watch them and stalk them for 3 weeks. The algorithm will have your ass doing that. Okay. Thank you, Francine, for being number 44. The algorithm will have you trying to rebrand and reinvent yourself no matter what, knowing the whole time that there are some people that have been on here longer than these new people around here, and they know your black ass, And they're not gonna let you live down that ratchet shit that you used to do online. For instance, let me give y'all an example, right? When there was a Vegas trip and a fruit person said they knocked on your room door and they didn't recognize you. They didn't recognize you because you were applying 57 shades of lighter makeup because you are insecure about your skin color to lighten your face. That's why they didn't recognize you, because you was in a process of doing that shit. Now, I will say, it seems like you have gotten really good at perfecting layer upon layer of makeup, like you do these, what do you call those things as overlay on your picture? Like you've gotten used to doing that, weirdo. So you tried your darndest to turn yourself into somebody else. Bitch, it ain't never gonna work, okay? And I'm glad I bet you glad you live somewhere in a cool climate like Seattle so you won't be melting off those layers in the summertime, okay? I bet you glad for that, all right? You ain't nothing but a bunch of wasted talent. That's what you are. While you over there worried about every motherfucking body else. And I heard you, like I said the other day, and I commented on it. Talking about, it's just like me arguing with, bitch, you can't argue with me. I don't argue with you. I just give my commentary and I tell the truth about you, bitch, and you don't like it. Okay? Wasted talent, like I said. You let these motherfuckers hype your dumb ass up into some bullshit into thinking some shit that ain't even there. Okay? They laughing at your ass, okay? That's why you gotta get on, say what you gotta say, delete the video. You do that weird shit like people do behind the paywall and shit like sassy and all that because you bitches is weak. And it's a motherfucking cure, and you can't stand to hear the motherfucking truth. That's what's wrong with you hoes, okay? But that's a personal issue. Y'all please hit the like button. But for you, you in particular are a whole motherfucking train. Bitch, you ain't even a train wreck. Bitch, you a car crash away. You a whole, not even a car crash away. You a jaywalk away, bitch, from Third and Pike, down there to Seattle. Standing up like the Walking Dead. That's what you are, bitch. Keep mixing that lyrica with them shrooms and shit and see where your ass don't end up. Okay? I'm just saying, the shit is weird. Okay? And the reason why people put that, you so popular right now, like I said, because you're the biggest motherfucker train with, bitch. You are the weakest link. They put a battery in your back to make you look even more stupid. And then I heard that weirdo guy was over there wanting to fly you out to New Jersey or something like that. He must like to sleep with prostitutes like that Marcus guy doing the street sector. Is that his thing? That's why y'all tight, huh? That's why y'all slicker than the snicker with each other. Motherfucker too old to be worried about being in the in crowd and motherfucking YouTube and over there waxing poetic about some bullshit and a weak ass bum. The nerve of these motherfuckers. Okay? The reason why you motherfuckers is disrespectful to y'all damn selves is because there's something wrong with you. Okay? Now I was in a mood this morning. Yeah, lyrical. Being called a train wreck is so shady. But people think, I don't know why people think it's cute. They love to turn themselves into train wrecks for sympathy, clicks, views, and motherfucking payola. Okay? That's why they do that, AK. All right? They don't like people like me that just come on and do their commentary and tell the truth as they see it. Because that makes too much sense to them, okay? And especially this Haitian voodoo doll, okay? It don't like me because I tell it the truth. All right? I ain't got no lie to tell it. I ain't got no lie to tell it. I just look at it and shake my head. Okay? The nerve of these hoes. That's the way I see it. The nerve of some of these raggedy bitches. All right? The nerve of anybody that will let the algorithm drive them to do something stupid. The nerve. That means you don't appreciate the life that's breathed into your ass every day. Now that's what's sad, in my opinion. All right? So I'm gonna get off here. I guess that's all I had to say. I dropped the link. Did nobody want to hit it? That's fine. But let me say this once again. I am proud of the estimated 7+ million people that gathered for No King's Day over the weekend. I heard that the Orange Man was flipping out about it. Okay, these people need to stand up more. They need to speak truth to power. Okay, they broke it. They need to fix it. Right? I wish it could be a more perfect union where melanated people could get out and join the march. But unfortunately, just because you are against the king, the wannabe king, don't mean you're not racist. And so that is why we cannot interject and be put on the front lines. That is why it is up to you to deal with this drama. Because this ain't nothing but a rerun for us. We are tired of being put on the front lines to only be kicked in the back after you got what you wanted. Okay? That is why melanated people know that this is not our fight. That was mad. He's about to sign an executive order with the foolishness, with his foolish A. He want to be he want to be a dictator. That's weird. But the funny thing is that because of racism and white supremacy, they elected this person themselves for a second term. Hey, Tisa. And you get what you pay for. Even though I feel like that Elon Musk, in my opinion, may have allegedly did something with the voting. Okay? Like I feel it in my spirit. I really do. So this country is a year in and we got all of this drama already. I was looking at TV this morning on the news, and you got the president of this United States of America pretty much telling Ukraine and Vladimir Putin to stop what they're doing or else. And I'm thinking Putin saying, or else what? Or else what you gonna do? Honey, you is not the one to threaten anybody. He is not the one to try to threaten Putin or anybody else. Okay? And just like the United Nations mentioned crimes against humanity when it came to Netanyahu and what he was doing to the Gazans, the Palestinians. When you pass this health care bill, when the Democrats finally cave and they start playing footloose with people's health care, and millions of people die because they're no longer insured and they can't afford the double or triple premiums, in my opinion, those are crimes against humanity as well. Okay? So it's cool that you done a couple of No Kings marches, but you need to do more. They need to do more. All right? I'm just praying we survive this administration, although it may not be enough. Exactly. And then see, the thing is, Tisa, I agree, there is a thing, right? I don't know why they have not brought forth an article of impeachment for this fool. But the thing is, these people are so crazy, they all need to be ousted, okay? Every Republican up there that's fanning the flames of this nonsense needs to be ousted, number one. And as far as Joe Biden and the Democrats, Joe, let me tell you this, buddy. This is where you went wrong. This is where the Democrats went wrong, right? After the January 6th situation that we all watched play out and unfold, after that, the now sitting president should have been arrested back then on treason charges. Okay? That's what the Democrats were not even strong enough to arrest him and charge him with treason. That is how we got here right now. Okay? We the people need to really focus on the Supreme. Yes, yes, they gave him unchecked power. Right. That was a setup. They're not going to do anything except for his bidding. And it's not the entire Supreme Court. It's just that the president has more people in the Supreme Court on his side. They have the majority, as opposed to somebody like Ketanji Brown and a couple of others. Hey, True Black Cheetah. You see how Republicans stalled the hearings and the Democrats went on some. Yes, they don't have no backbone. See, not only do the Republican Party need to be replaced up there, the Democratic Party needs to be replaced too. Hakeem Jeffries, you are an embarrassment to your people, sir. Okay? And then Stephen A. Smith had the nerve to speak out against anything that Jasmine Crockett said. You are a coon. I did not know that Stephen A. Smith, you need to stick to sports, honey, and leave politics alone because you are a coon. You're going to speak out against this black woman because you're a He-Man black woman hater when she is in the right with everything that she's saying. You act like she up there acting like a chicken head. No. She is up there speaking truth to power. Very eloquently, I might add. While you got all those black men up there in the Democratic Party and the Republican Party that don't have the balls enough to do what Jasmine Crockett is doing. See, that's why they He-Man black woman haters. Okay? Because their balls have been removed from their body. Okay? They don't have none. Just like these Negroes you see down here online disrespecting women. I don't care what sector they in. If you're a He-Man black woman hater, you're a He-Man black woman hater. Okay? And the one thing that my grandmama used to get mad about, and this is my grandmama now, right? She used to say the white folks used to love to say that there's a difference between black folks and niggas and Negroes, right? And honestly, coming from them, it falls on deaf ears. But when you say it, coming out of the mouth of a ADOS black person, I get where they coming from, okay? Because black people are strong. Black people we stand. Black people speak truth to power. Niggas is weak and they coons, okay? Niggas get mad at black women because black women do what they are supposed to do. Okay? Because black women don't have a choice but to be strong. Okay? We don't have a choice. But then when you get some ignorant ass melanated people from other countries and they calling you lazy and all of this and all of that, when you are a fucking immigrant, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You need to have several seats down and shut the fuck up and learn something. While you trying to separate yourself from black people because you think you better, honey, our ancestors built this country. Our blood is in this soil, okay? So how dare you call any black American lazy bitch no matter what you see, okay? No matter what you see, you worried about the wrong thing, bitch. And if you had any sense, you'd be trying to team up, bitch, and become black first your goddamn self. Not Haitian first, not Dominican first, not Jamaican first, bitch, black first. Okay? But like I said, right now it's not the time because we as a melanated people did not create this drama, and we don't need to fix it. Okay? But the whole world is starting to see. See, the reason why they don't like those no king rallies, those no king protests, and all this and all that, because the whole world gets to see how Americans are dissatisfied with this current administration. And it might not seem that it's making a difference, but it is. So I'm proud of the Anglos. They need to do it more often. They need to do it on a more consistent basis. Okay? They need to do it every weekend, every day, somewhere in some state. Need to be having a No Kings protest. Okay? Now they are trying to wake up. They are trying to get out of the maze, the matrix, as it pertains to the system of white supremacy, racism. And it is hard for them to do. Okay? It is hard, but they trying. They trying. That's all I can say. But make no mistake, just cause they are trying to fight against tyranny and a dictator, it don't mean they like your black ass, okay? That's why it is not our fight. Okay, now you can stand on the sidelines and you can cheer them on. Like I said, my church donated bag lunches and water. You can do something like that to show your, give it like, hey, keep it going. But it ain't our fight. Okay? And a lot of Anglos are upset about that because we are all Americans, but we know that historically and ancestrally, as it pertains to our civil and human rights, even to this day, they are tweaking with them and trying to take them away, i.e. the voting rights in the Supreme Court. Justices up there right now, trying to diminish our voting rights. Okay? That don't make no sense. It's going backwards. It is not going forwards. And it don't make no sense. Okay? But I am proud of melanated people for not getting involved. It ain't our fight. I'm just saying. People need to wake up and smell the coffee. All right? But then, like I said, you got those immigrants, those birther immigrants or whatever they are, that want to have the nerve to say that black Americans are lazy. Bitch, the nerve of you. The nerve of you. Maybe you didn't have no prenatal care while you was on that boat trying to get over her, bitch, for your family to do better. And maybe that's why your lip hang like that and you got one skinny twig of a leg and then you got one tree bark of a leg. Could that be the issue? Huh? See, there's a difference for being a willing immigrant and a forced immigrant, okay? Because on the Statue of Liberty, this how they want to discount our people and our plight. Instead of us saying that we were forced into slavery, we were forced into chattel slavery, what does it say on the Statue of Liberty about black people? It says that we were involuntary immigrants. Not prisoners of war, not people that were stolen victims of human trafficking. We were involuntary immigrants. That's what it says on the Statue of Liberty pertaining to black people. Okay? Pertaining to our ancestors, the slaves. Okay? Involuntary immigrants. That's what they say. That's what it says. Involuntary immigrants. Okay? And then you got voluntary melanated immigrants having the nerve and the unmitigated gall to want to be seen as more Anglo than black. What kind of sense does that make? You even got a whole lot of black people that is coons. Now we done seen these Republican black people, these mega black people on here and all this and all that. And it's because you hate yourself. It is a personal problem. That don't have nothing to do with our plight. Not a damn thing. I don't want y'all to get caught up in that shit either, okay? Because it don't matter how much shit I talk on here. Be advised. And don't have it mistaken that I am now and forevermore black first. I don't give a fuck. But I'm the type of black person that ain't got to uphold your ignorant ass and your ignorant ways, just like you ain't got to uphold me or mine, okay? Now that's the way I move. And that's what I want to talk about. Because those are the two things that stood out to me, y'all, this weekend. Just a whole bunch of weird and unnecessary nonsense. Weird, unnecessary actions. And I said what I said, and that's all it is to it. I'm going to get off here, lovely people. My sermon has concluded. Okay. But I couldn't wait to get on here to say what I had, give my commentary. Like it, don't like it, it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please be so kind, if you don't mind, as to hit the like button on your way out the door. It really counts for me. Okay. And thank you for you guys that came over here to at least be willing to listen to it, just a little bit of wisdom, okay? Because even though I'm talking my stuff, I'm still dropping some gems. And if anybody's picking them up, thank y'all so much. Okay, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your work week. Watch your back, your front, and your sides, because see, it's real stuff going on in this world right now, right? And melanated people especially have to be aware at all times. Stop. Thank you, Nurse Shay. Okay, it's cool to come online, you too, Tisa, and blow off a little steam, but be aware of what's going on in the real world. Okay, don't let this nonsense consume you or confuse you into thinking that this is your reality, because I promise you, it's not. It's not your reality. Okay, it is not. Because there are real things going on in this world that are your reality, or that do affect your core matrix. And your core matrix is your reality. It's what's going on in your life outside of the internet. That is your core matrix. And you got to pay more attention and be more vigilant when it comes to your core matrix, because this AI world can trick you out of your core matrix. And we could have seen that from the situation that happened between Ken and this woman. Don't let this algorithm trick you out of your core matrix, trick you out of your life, okay? Y'all be safe out there. I love you guys in a way that Christ loves you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Peace.